Nick, why don't you provide me with a seed today? Our opening section, we're going to be playing Rebirth. Second section, we're going to be playing the new Shovel Knight DLC, which is actually free, which I did not know until just now. And then in our final section, maybe 20XX, we'll see.
Yeah. I'm not sure exactly how it would not be that, but we'll see what happens.
All right.
Are you sure you want me to provide it? Why don't you provide the seed for once?
I've been having some bad luck with seeds lately.
Oh, you want to just break through that then?
I would like to break through this, yes.
Okay. Isaac.
Yes.
And the angel looks like it has armpit hair. That's weird.
The angel looks like it has armpit hair.
4 FEP.
Oh, I freaking started a run accidentally.
That's all right.
I'll exit.
I think it just took too long.
I hope that's my third save file. Yeah, it is. Okay, good. All right, new run, Nick. 4 FEP.
Yep. 7 or 9. Excuse me. 97 EK.
97 EK. All right, Isaac hard. That would have been a bad way for a streak to end if I had a streak going on right now. Maybe I do, maybe I don't.
Just kind of go quietly into the night. Nobody would even know it left.
Oh, they would know. I promise you that. They would know. All right, I've begun my seed.
Did you see Jonathan Lipnicki acknowledged my tweet?
What? For real?
Yeah. Yeah, he tweeted me back, and he was like, dude, that's awesome.
Jonathan fucking Jerry Maguire Lipnicki.
I'm not making it up. You can look it up right now if you want.
Jonathan Lipnicki, the Nip Dicky, Jerry Maguire, child actor, human head weighs 10 pounds. He said, dude, that's awesome as hell.
I mean, I'm not quoting it, it's just he said something to that effect. You could look up the tweet if you're interested, anybody listening.
You know what?
What?
He's off my shit list.
That's all it took?
That's all it took. Is acknowledging
so what if Donald Trump retweeted me or something?
Well, if Donald Trump would not retweet you, I was actually like a little worried you might get sued.
What?
I don't think there would be any legal recourse to sue you, but I feel like he could have tried.
It doesn't look that much like him though.
I feel like he's one of those guys that's like, erase that from the internet right now.
I mean, I would have just taken it down if he had a real problem with it. It's not that big of a deal.
Why was Jonathan Lipnicki on my shit list? He knows. Oh my god, do we have to have this conversation here? Mathis, I did not need your message. Your message is useless to me, just so you know. Just so you know, I don't care what you're saying. Ever.
Thank you, Macros 86 for the 25 months in a row.
That's like 2 years.
2 freaking years and more. You ever feel like Isaac has too much health?
Yeah, sometimes.
He almost feels overpowered. Like, once he gets the D6, maybe it should drop to 2 red hearts.
Less health, more tears. That's what I've always been saying. That's just my motto for what I would do if I was an elected official.
Less health, more tears. So the American way.
You gotta be kidding me here. Mathis sends me one Skype message complaining about some shit in his life I don't care about at all. Oh, you know, I've got kidney stones. It's my impression of him. He doesn't actually have kidney.
Oh.
He doesn't actually have kidney stones. But now, like, my game every, like, 2 seconds is slowing down as a result. I have a new computer. Literally, at this point, we got the SSD. We're missing the case and the motherboard and the power supply. That's it.
I mean, those are, like, most of the
That's
best
why
parts.
I'm a little salty, is because they're such critical moments.
They're
like,
really good parts.
Yeah, they're important parts of it. Like, they've been ordered. They're just shipping right now. They just got to get here. The computer is here. We're just missing what you put it in, the thing that literally powers it, and the critical element that ties all the other components together. Yeah. But apart from those, we got everything else. I got a big old cardboard box here with a new video card and, you know, processor, and I got my SSD.
You can SS my D.
Wow, what is that, like Super Suck?
Super suck my dick.
You can Super Suck my dick. Hell yeah, bro. I'd let her super suck my dick. You have to be crazy not to.
Juggyknot1234, thank you for the subscription.
We got the computer.
This is a slow floor.
Yeah, I agree with that. We got the computer where you're just missing 95% of it. Yo, the case, the power supply, and the motherboard are at most like 50% of a new computer.
Video card, RAM, hard drive, monitor, keyboard, mouse.
The peripherals all exist. Yeah, I've got 2 monitors. I got the keyboard. I got a mouse. Several of each.
Oh, the fans or thermal paste or CPU.
Yeah, we
those
do have,
elements are kind of important.
We got some liquid cooling this time.
Did you go full on liquid or did you go hybrid?
I don't know what this means.
You can get ones that are at like half and half, where it's got liquid cooling, but it's powered through fans.
I don't know, because Kate ordered all the parts.
Okay.
But I know she has...
probably that.
She has a... I think she got the same thing for me that she got for herself, which is like, there's a reservoir of water, and then there's piping that goes throughout your computer. Maybe that's both.
Yeah, that's probably both. I think that's what it is.
Well, fair enough then. Liquid cooling is useless, LOL. Yeah, but it looks badass, and I've wanted it since I was 11 years old.
Yeah, me too.
How could you? My computer is liquid cool. I can play Team Fortress Classic on maximum settings. Never lags. 56K modem, brand new.
I can play Half-Life 1 at 768 by 1024.
Yeah, exactly.
30 FPS, sorry, 24 FPS.
No more 640 by 360 bullshit for this guy.
That's a thing of the past.
640
like
by
pentagram.
360 full screen. It's the most beautiful resolution ever invented.
Why did I not get Bob's Curse? Oh, did I not pick that up?
I didn't even see Bob's Curse.
I may have just looked at it and walked away from it.
Like, I don't need 5 bombs.
Alright, I don't know why I did that. My apologies if I did that.
Well,
I went on autopilot. I think I just stopped thinking.
if it's any consolation, I probably squandered my deal with the Devil Chance.
Yeah, I've got about three damage pieces happening on mine.
What does that mean? 3
I
damage
got
pieces.
hit about 3 times. I just said it in a really weird way.
Oh, okay. three damage pieces. Got it.
You know, I think about things in terms of cat pieces, so damage pieces seems to somehow go along with that.
Yeah, cat pieces, damage pieces. All right, I understand.
Heart pieces.
Heart pieces, that's more of like a Zelda thing. I guess we do have pentagrams, so there's a pretty
The whole
good
thing
chance.
is kind of a Zelda thing if you think about it.
Every game is based on Zelda except this one.
You think they would ever make a Zelda maker? No, right? It would be way too complicated.
I think they can make like a Zelda. They can make a Zelda maker where you just make an individual dungeon.
Right, but that would be awful. Like,
Okay,
what would
well,
be the point of
jeez.
that?
I didn't
I don't know
real-
what the point would be. The whole point is to contextually give you an item to use in the larger scheme of the game.
Well, they've already made a Zelda maker. It's called Game Maker.
RPG Maker? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You can actually make great Zelda games in RPG Maker, too.
Yeah? I always thought our RPG Maker only had turn-based combat, but I guess I'm mistaken.
Nope. No, you can change the scripting around.
Oh, that's cool.
It can be surprisingly complex if you really want to put the time and effort into it. I
No,
rarely see that stuff, but I would play it if there was more.
I believe that. I got nothing against RPG Maker games. Z-Boyd, they make some good stuff. Although I feel like they're not using it for their new one, but I don't know. Cosmic Star
There was
Heroine.
a little scandal about them, though, at one point. They were, like, very against YouTubers.
Z-Boyd?
Like, no, RPG Maker. Like, they
Oh.
weren't letting people post videos of RPG Maker content.
I also see that a lot. This is an unrelated issue maybe, but from like RPG Maker devs. Because I think they're used to their stuff being played by like the horror game YouTubers.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of like RPG Maker games where they're like, please don't play our stuff on YouTube. Alright.
That sucks.
I wasn't gonna anyway, but I'm a little surprised, I guess.
Well, there's certainly a few YouTubers that's like kind of their bread and butter.
Yeah.
So that's got to be real shitty.
NL, I am your dad, TY. Alright, thank you, Dad, for the subscription. Much appreciated.
Just thank you.
Daddy was there to take me to the fair to change my underwear. Daddy was there.
Yeah, I bet Daddy didn't let you ride the zipper like you wanted, though.
What does this mean? Ride the zipper.
It's a ride.
I'm horny, jump on it. Keep riding the zipper.
I hope being horny and riding the zipper have nothing to do with each other. Because you flip upside down in the context of also everyone flipping upside down, so it's a little bit crazy to try and get involved with dicks
no,
when
I
you're doing
ruined my
that.
devil chance on the pin fight. Nick, marketing worked on me for the first time ever yesterday.
How's that?
It was Tuesday, actually. Cade and I had to get my driver's license renewed, so we were in downtown Vancouver, and I was like, I should get some shoes. And I was in the shoe store, and they started playing Pony by Genuine. You know, we're all familiar with this song. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get these shoes because you played a good song. And I bought the shoes, and I've been happy with them ever since.
Determine anything about your shoe wearing patterns.
It's a good song.
So all you need to do is have the right song play. It doesn't matter much else other than that. You'll buy a thing.
Yeah. If you play Pony. If you play Pony in your store, I'll buy whatever you're selling.
This is valuable marketing information that everyone should pick up on right
If
here.
I happen to be walking past, you know, like a Mercedes dealership next week, get those loudspeakers going.
I could see this backfiring on you in a pretty big way.
Nope. How could I be mad? I've got a new Mercedes, and I'm listening to Pony by Genuine.
All right. So probably acquiring the licensing to this song would be very valuable if I'm trying to market things at all.
Yeah, exactly. Wow. It should be the new Destiny DLC theme song. Stop using Led Zeppelin.
I don't think they need it, to be honest. It's like the best-selling game on PSN or something like that.
Yeah, right? Like, it's doing pretty well, apparently. Who knew? Cosby Bibimbop. Thank you very much for the subscription. Hope that name is still working out for you. I remember it. I remember you from last year. Things have changed somewhat.
Different worlds that we live in now. Oh yeah, I should reroll that Shoop de Whoop if I don't get a devil deal. Good point.
I don't think I'm gonna get any devil deals, but I still think I'm gonna win. I've squandered like every devil deal chance I've had.
Did you get Black Candle?
Yes.
Yeah, I love that item.
Yeah, Black Candle is really good. I think every time we get it, Cobalt tells us that it gives us the extra deal with the devil chance, and I always forget.
I just got Magic Mushroom and a devil deal.
What was
and
your
you know
devil
what's in the devil deal? Fucking ceremonial robes.
Wow, that's pretty good.
And also Razor Blade, but we don't talk about that. Maybe I should re-roll that, actually.
Yeah, absolutely, you should re-roll that.
Yeah, I did. It's Guppy's hairball. That's okay.
That's also good, yeah. I mean, it's good enough, at least.
It's like the worst Guppy item, but it's still good.
I re-rolled my whole run.
I'm probably not going to do that, because I like my damage right now.
Magic Mush sucks, and the D6 is a garbage tier spacebar item, so I re-rolled my whole run.
I feel like you're not being genuine when you say that, but I'm not entirely
sorry, do you mean genuine? Because I've got
you're not being genuine.
I've got a great story to tell you about that guy.
Sure.
He wants you to jump on his saddle because it's ready.
Do you want you to ride a cowboy instead of a horse? Or
No,
something?
he wants you to ride his pony, which I believe he's talking about his baloney pony.
His bony pony.
Yeah, honey, let's do it. Please slobber my baloney.
Ugh.
Oh, sorry, was that too far? Can we still have intercourse?
Something about baloney and like slime on it just sounds the worst.
Yeah, give some of that baloney slime.
Slimy baloney.
You're not wrong, that is disgusting.
Lunch meat in general, you want to avoid any kind of viscous films or membranes.
Absolutely, it's already got the nitrates in there.
But do keep this in mind. If you do run into like a kind of an opal sheen in some portions of your roast beef, that's actually fine.
I've got 4 opal sheens in my fucking Abzan protector deck.
Yeah?
I don't actually. They're $500 each.
Yeah, that's like a lot of free land or something.
Mox opal.
Thank you, Dot Comrade, by the way, for the resubscription. Keytours, please, for you. But, you know, that's a real thing, actually. If you've ever seen roast beef, sometimes it gets sort of a little prismatic, glowy shine.
Oh, that's true. Yes, I have seen that.
And I thought that meant that it was turned or something, but I looked it up. And that's actually normal. Rainbows in your deli meat is normal.
I've only ever seen it on, like,
proteins.
roast beef and maybe, like, Montreal smoked meat or something, like pastrami.
Yeah, I think it's just, like, beef stuff that can get that. Oh, Suicide King. Interesting. I have to not use that by accident.
Quite risky, let's do it.
I'm gonna drop that on the ground before I kill myself by accident.
My run is very strange, but doable.
Yeah, I did tweet something once about seeing the roast beef shine thing, and that was the resulting research that I did was right after that. I just never talked about it again.
Now that Collective Soul song could be used for like a deli commercial. I would love to see that.
Which one's that?
You know, Shine?
Shine On?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Subway like a beef shine on. Maybe probably not the best timing for this. Could wait maybe a year or two on that.
We're having a lot of these little gestalts lately about these type of incidents.
Yeah, man. It's messed up.
Should probably stop doing that, everybody in the world that's doing that.
Yeah, slow your roll. Slow your baguette.
Yeah, actually slow your baguette.
Slow that baguette down. I'm waiting 30 seconds to hear the people in chat. LOL, baguette. These North American scum don't know how to pronounce. Oh, my European ears have never heard a pronunciation so bad. Look.
Why are they so upset?
We eat Wonder Bread here, okay? And we like it. Well, we don't, but we eat it anyway because it's the way things go. That's just the way she goes.
I usually like it. Really don't make a fuss much about the Wonder Bread. It's just kind of standard.
I very much dislike Wonder Bread.
Oh, okay.
Dislike it indeed. To me, Wonder Bread tastes like a grain Dunkaroo.
Well, that's a very strange thing you just said there, but for the first time, I've just seen broken stopwatch and stopwatch sitting next to each other.
You should take them both.
I don't have the money for that.
It'll be funky.
I don't think it actually works.
I think broken stopwatch would override, maybe.
Yeah, I think it would too. Or maybe the other way around, who knows?
Oh, wow, yeah, I see what you're talking about now.
Maybe I'll just take a Spirit Heart and let these just kind of hang where they are. It's cool to see him, though. Okay, bye.
I don't know how I feel about this run.
Did I use the Book of Sin yet? Nope. Oh, Blackheart. Neat.
Why are you holding Book of Sin?
No, I just saw it in the item room and just went, before I rerolled it, I just went and took an item out of it.
You got the D6, man.
I know, I used
it. Never lose that. Cherish it always. Don't make the same mistake I did. You'll be regretting it every day for the rest of your loaf.
Also, for a split second, I forgot that Box of Spiders was a spacebar item, and I went to walk off with it. Oh. What's in here? First room? Oh, 2 black hearts. Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty decent. Pretty decent. Egg Lord is too savage for Wonder Bread? I just think... You can pay like a 20% premium and get some bread with a soul, you know? You can get some bread that has like a real crust or a chew to it. It doesn't just have to be like, you know, you put ketchup on Wonder Bread and all of a sudden you just got like, you've made like tomato bread in the worst way possible.
You know, savage is really not the adjective that I would have used to describe you for not wanting Wonder Bread.
That's exactly the opposite. Wonder Bread is a savage grain product. Take it a step further. At least get like a Dempster's or something.
Yeah, get a Dempster's or something.
I don't know if they have that in America.
I don't know what that is.
Get a what's that other one? I forget. D'Italiano or something. It's at least a step up.
Something with an apostrophe in it.
Dempster's, yeah, D' Empsters.
You're pretty well on your way then to something artisanal if it's
at least they're trying at that point. What in the actual hell is Wonder Bread? Wonder Bread is just plain white bread. You get it
in like when you have hopes and dreams, but all of them run away from you at the last moment. What the hell? I've gotten all the freaking give you 1 Spirit Heart items in a row.
Wow.
I re-rolled this freaking thing like 4 times. I got the Book of Sin, then I ended up with the Satanic Bible, and then the Book of Revelations.
Wow, that is strange.
With a box of spiders in between. So yeah, I got all the books, and now I have like almost health cap. It's pretty silly.
Or just buy bread from a bakery. Yeah, I mean, those exist here. There's not that many of them, though.
Don't give local businesses your money. They're gonna run away with it. They'll use it for all the wrong reasons.
I will only support local businesses that vote for the legalized weed party of Canada in the upcoming federal election.
Don't you have multiple?
Yeah, I think literally one of the platforms in the election is like legal marijuana, and everybody but the conservatives is like, hey, if you elect us, I'll make that shit legal right away. That's like first order of business, legal weed. And I'm like, I don't understand. Should we be caring? Should that be number one? It feels a little bit like pandering, but at the same time, it probably should be legal, but is it the number one issue? I don't know.
I really don't think it's the number one issue, but I also appreciate that people are finally kind of over with this stigma.
They're like, number one, man. Day one, legal weed. It's like voting for someone who will give you a gift certificate or something like that. Like it's... I mean, I guess all elections is, you know, all elections is pandering. That's my opinion on things. What else does Canada even fucking do? Well, that is a gross generalization or a display of ignorance, my friend.
Yeah, why are you so upset?
Did you know Canada's in the G8?
The G8 summit.
Yes, the G8 summit. We're not actually one of the world's largest 8 economies by GDP, but we got like grandfathered in because people like us. Oh, good. Another Skype message here. Let's see who this one is. This is Bear Taffy doing work and telling us about the Roundtable podcast.
Yeah, he's probably hooking us up with the data we need.
What a piece of garbage. Just
there's
a
Bear
3-hour
Taffy.
window where I will not tolerate it.
No, there's like a 9-hour window where you won't tolerate it.
That's actually very true.
It's almost the whole day, actually.
Pretty much the whole day.
And also, if you haven't had your coffee, you won't tolerate that either.
Well, that's just like par for the course. Is like, you know, don't talk to somebody before they had their coffee. Especially people always like, you EST fuckboys. It gets to be like 2 p.m. your time, and you're like, time to finally get some work done. Let's go bug Northernlion. And I'm like, hey, it's still 11 a.m. I'm easing into my day here. Like, nah.
Yeah, I hear you.
We need this shit
I'm not really
now.
sure how to get out of that, though.
You guys can start your days earlier if you're gonna be like that about it.
Well, if we start our days earlier, then it's going to be earlier for you when we bother you.
No, that's not true. Just you gotta get that work out of your system earlier. So you in the afternoon, you're like, I'll take a little break. That's no problem.
So when we take a break is when we should bother you.
Instead of being like, oh, I ate cereal and played with my D all morning. Now I gotta finally get some work done. Let's bug the guy on the Pacific Ocean.
Ate cereal and played with my D all day.
Not all day, just all morning.
Just all morning.
I don't want to slander you.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it wouldn't be here then.
It's exactly true, yeah.
Or at least I wouldn't have the camera on.
EST for life. I mean, EST, there's nothing wrong with EST. I prefer PST, but, you know.
I tried it out. You know, I went over there, I tried out the PST thing. It was actually surprisingly similar to EST after a few days.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But the culture shock between the one side and the other can be a little bit much sometimes.
Like the jet lag or what? Like the people here or the physical time difference?
I liked using culture shock there because it made it sound way more grandiose than it actually is. There's a culture of time zones, I guess.
PST, in my experience, tend to be a little bit more laid back. You know why? We don't have to be newsmakers. By the time we wake up, the day's news has already happened. The news is already done. We're just content to eat some fish tacos and live our lives.
That sounds pretty good to me.
It's not. There's nothing wrong with it.
I'd eat some fish tacos right about now.
Who wouldn't? Fish tacos, they're one of the better taco varieties, in my opinion.
Especially if they're not too fishy.
Well, I mean, don't get me started on this.
Why?
People who like fish, but not that fish because it's too fishy.
There's nothing wrong with that.
That's, yeah, I will not enable this anti-seafood rhetoric.
Oh, baby, Abaddon, bring it on.
Bob had a baby
anti-seafood
Abaddon.
rhetoric.
That's true. You know, I'll give you some respect because of your tolerance for oysters. This is something that a lot of people are just like, oysters. I can't even...
Clams are like one of my favorite things.
Yeah, man, clams are off the chain. Various forms of foods from the sea.
I like mussels too, which I think a lot of people don't get into.
I do not really know the difference between clams and mussels.
Mussels are more oblong and dark colored, and they're, I mean, they all just kind of look like chewed up snot in the end.
It is very true.
As far as taste goes, I think it's maybe a little bit more savory. Maybe it's a stretch. There's slightly different spice ratios depending on how you prepare them. It's more about what color of the delivery mechanism is that you're interested in.
You know, I will say, the thing that weirds me out about seafood, even though I eat a lot of it and like it all, mostly, I don't like sea urchin. It just tastes like gasoline.
Never had that.
But
gasoline?
It tastes like gasoline in my mouth, but it's probably I have an
That's
unrefined
weird.
palate. However, all seafood, or a lot of seafood, is like weirdly yellow. Like, you'll like eat something, and you're like, what is this yellow thing? And you're like, oh, that's the swim bladder of the clam. Well, okay.
Right, right.
Nom, 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 delicious, right? But when you look at it, it's not like a chicken breast where you're like, this is a slab of uniform meat. Like a clam or an oyster is like you are eating this whole animal. You're eating its shit. You're eating its intestines. You're eating its heart. Like, You're eating it all. It's just, it looks like a
All
picture of like an operating table.
Really wish you never told me all the things you just said, because now I'm gonna kind of think about that a lot more. That's okay.
I don't actually know the waste excretion pathways for oysters, so maybe you're not eating their shit. I don't know.
Maybe they don't actually really have shit. Maybe they just sort of like excrete some sort of gas.
I believe that you may be correct. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I mean, yeah.
Like,
I know there's piss clams, and they shoot little air bubbles up through the sand.
Right. Yes. Like, you know, conceptually, I can understand people have a problem with seafood, but it's fucking delicious. You're missing out. Especially
Every now
like,
and then,
come
shrimp
on.
gets me a little bit.
What does?
Shrimp, like when you
Shrimp
bite.
gets you. Shrimp is
Okay,
like
look,
that's
shrimp is one of my favorites, by the way.
chicken of
but
the sea, though.
You bite it in half
Right.
and like separate its top and its bottom, and that kind of freaks me out a little bit.
All right, I can understand it. It does make you feel like a huge giant. Like you just
Yeah,
ate this creature in like one bite.
It's like Attack on Titan shit. I feel a little weird by that.
That's fair.
I still love it though. It still tastes good.
can understand that.
I'd love it in my ramen, and I'd love it in soup. I love it all over the place.
When
Just
people
don't eat their poop.
when people don't like even like crab or lobster, I'm like, oh, you're super missing out.
Yeah.
You don't even understand how much you're missing out. That's like I don't want to call it like this, but it's like baby's first seafood. It's just a little different than regular meat. Land meat, but
Land meat.
I'm
They might
clams.
have had bad preparation though. That happens a lot.
Oh, it's I'd
Bad
be
crab
surprised.
even can taste just like salty nothing.
I don't think I've ever had bad crab, actually.
I think it's a thing that's out there. You gotta watch out for it.
You know, I've never had a crab rangoon either. What is crab rangoon?
That's like little dumplings, right? I think it's got crab meat in
They're
it.
like crab dumplings? I've never had them.
I think that's what it is.
I'm allergic to seafood. That is a great excuse, actually. That one,
Yeah, nobody's gonna get mad at you for that.
I will tolerate this.
Can't help that.
Actually, fish sticks are seafood for babies. I don't know. Chad, let's solve this democratically. I don't consider fish seafood from a culinary standpoint. From a biology standpoint, it's food that we eat that lives in the sea. But I don't think it's in the same category. It's like a tomato is a fruit, but you know, you don't put it in a fruit salad sort of thing.
Crab rangoon is a deep fried dumpling. Okay, I wasn't that far off.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah, I'd be into that. I think I've even had that before. I just don't remember. Are you
Fish
taking
is-
like a shitload of damage?
I imagine your run's going all right, though. NL, that makes no sense. Look, I didn't make the rules about it. I'm just saying. If I ordered like a seafood platter and they came out with 2 pieces of fish, I would be like, that's fucked up.
What if they're massive?
I wouldn't be necessarily unhappy with the fish, but I'd be like, you know, I was expecting a lobster. Or it's like at least some oysters or something here.
I guarantee you there's ways you could prepare fish that would make it preferable over lobster.
Well, then why don't you just prepare the lobster in that fashion?
Because they don't always translate.
I don't know.
Different
Okay, Chad
What?
Chad is saying that I'm incorrect. So I will change my attitude. I will say it. Fish is seafood. Okay.
I don't even get how you could not say that it is. It just
Wisdom or knowledge is knowing that fish is seafood. Wisdom is not putting it in a seafood boil.
is. You could put it in a seafood boil. That's
I don't
fine.
want fish in my seafood. Fish is the filler of a seafood boil.
You can get the whole pile in there. Sometimes they just go nuts with it.
I want more shelled creatures, individuals.
They'll be in there, but
Yeah.
you can have fish as a base in
Yeah,
the
but the
stock.
fish is a filler, you know? It's like the beans in the chili argument. Throw out that little piece of haddock that you got from the grocery store for, you know, $1.50 and throw in another, you know, like 2 shrimp or something.
I don't know why you keep mischaracterizing fish as being small. Fish doesn't have to be small. You can have huge slabs of
It's
salmon.
not about the size. The bigger the fish in the boil, the more space it's taken up from something that tastes better, in my opinion.
But it could also be excreting delicious juices into the rest of the meal.
You can use fish stock. I'm not going to stop you from using fish stock in your seafood boil. I'm
Good.
not going to stop you from using fish stock in your Susan boil.
Susan?
Susan Boyle. Remember? She's the...
Oh, it's a name of a lady.
It is the name of a lady. Don't you forget it. What about squid or octopus? Indisputably seafood.
Where else would that be from?
They live in the seafood category. There's no question.
They live in the sea, like fish.
What about salmon? Salmon is a fish. I don't consider salmon seafood, or at least I didn't until today.
Do you consider roe seafood?
Yeah, you know what? You've highlighted my hypocrisy, but I have to be honest, I probably would.
I almost could see an argument that it isn't.
Oh,
because
here
it
we
never
go.
really does anything in the sea other than just sit there for a while. But I guess so do clams.
Well, I mean, now you're passing a
Yeah.
value judgment onto the clams, which I'm not
I'm
comfortable
sorry,
with.
I don't mean to insult the clams.
NL, fish can be amazing. This is now reaching a point of near slander. I am not anti-fish. I'm very pro-fish. I eat fish at least 2 or 3 times a week. Huge
You
fan.
just ate small amounts of fish at
No, I
once.
don't. I'm just saying I prefer other forms of seafood. The reason I don't eat them as much is because they tend to be a little bit more expensive. Fish is like a happy medium. I'm like, this tastes like the ocean, and it's not really much more expensive than chicken.
How about scallops?
Love them.
Yeah, scallops are fucking
Huge
good.
fan.
But those can easily be misprepared.
There's also like some scallops are like eating like a shoe, and then some scallops are delicious and they just like, you know, you bite into them and they've got that sinewy kind of like delicious sea meat in there.
I think the difference is freshness and preparation. If they're not cooked right, they will get very rubbery.
Yeah. No,
You gotta
I've
take
been
them out
there.
a little early, make sure they get a little bit of a char on them, and that's about all they need.
You gotta eat scallops raw, man.
Char is not the right word,
Is that,
sear.
is that doable? You can eat scallops raw?
I think you can eat pretty much anything raw. I don't really know why you would, though. I think you'd lose a lot of the texture if you ate it raw. But then again, you're into, like, a lot of different sushi stuff like that I'm not as into.
I don't know if I've ever seen a raw scallop. I'd give it a try. I got nothing against it.
I just can't get into the whole, like, biting into a big raw hunk of fish over top of some rice. It just, I don't know, the texture messes with me.
Oh, you don't like the individual sushi pieces?
I like them when they're in a roll, but when it's just the big slab on top of stuff, it doesn't taste
That
as
shit
good.
is my jam. Even take the
know.
rice away, just give me that like delicious sashimi plate.
I mean,
and
I literally handed you my portions when I couldn't eat any more of it.
I think where was this?
When you took me at a sushi place that time.
I don't remember. I remember being at a sushi place. I don't remember which one it was, but
We got a big old platter of stuff, and there's a little bit more too much of the raw stuff that was the big slabs that I can
was
handle.
this the day that when we were leaving the other place, Kate hit her toe on the door and like broke the toenail in half and was really it was like the day before PAX?
No, I think...
She said it was the day she cut her toe. I just heard her from the other
Okay.
room.
Well, she would know better than I would. I remember that event, but I couldn't remember the timeline.
I think that's correct. Yes, hello.
Kate, help.
Nick is the one. Wah! Nick is the one who broke your toenail, Kate?
What?
Is that correct?
How did I do that?
Pardon me? This is the story.
Why did I not know about that until just
Hello.
now? This was like a year ago.
What? You call me stupid for getting the story wrong? Oh, Lord. Oh,
I hope I didn't just open some weird can of worms here.
No, it's okay. Can of Scallops, maybe. Chris L. Fernandez, thank you very much for the subscription, by the way. Oh, shit, get him.
I work as a chef. I just logged on to say if you cook scallops by marinating them in lemon juice for 1 minute, it will be the bee's knees. No
Oh.
cooking needed.
Oh, what? No cooking needed. Wow.
Yeah, the acid in the lemon juice will just cook it right up for you.
I'm aware of the theory. I've just never done it myself. I've always gave him a little like lemon oil sear, you know, a couple of minutes in the pan.
Did I actually break Kate's toenail somehow?
It's water under the bridge at this point, I hope. This is the first time I've heard of it since last August, so I'm assuming it's not a major issue. But
I mean, I'd like to apologize if I caused her bodily harm. I
don't
didn't
worry,
mean to.
we'll iron it out after the stream.
Okay.
It's like ceviche. I've never actually had ceviche.
Ceviche?
Is that it? Ceviche?
I thought it was pronounced ceviche, but I could be wrong.
I can't remember. It's like Portuguese or Spanish, right?
I'm really bad at pronouncing things.
Greek? I don't know.
Acid breaks the proteins into sugars? Wow.
It is correct, yeah. No, this isn't 10th grade biology class. It's okay, but I didn't know. You can technically cook anything like that. I just didn't know scallops were in the category of, you know, reasonable timelines, getting it done in like a minute instead of like 2 days.
That was just for my own knowledge. I don't know how the chemistry of this all works.
It's pronounced cerveza.
Yeah, I don't think that's true.
Ceviche.
Oh, I think it just turned into guppy. Nice.
Must be nice. Ceviche. You ever have paella, Nick?
I think that's one of those things that I always look up like once a year and then forget what it is. It's like beans or rice or something.
It is a seafood stew. It's a large seafood stew.
I don't think I've had that.
It is delicious.
Thank you, Chris Fernandez, for the subscription. You have any stories about it?
That's about paella?
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Okay. It's gonna have to be good enough then.
Oftentimes has an absorbent rice, like an arborio, for example.
Oh, it's a good rice.
And it soaks up all the stock. Makes it beautiful.
The solid rice.
Man, this run.
But I can fly.
If I can go back in time, I probably would not reroll my whole run. It's not a stew, it's a rice dish. It's basically a stew. Come on now. Don't be
Crawl space.
out of
Curved
control.
horn.
Crawl space, curved horn?
Yeah.
Crawl space, curved horn?
Curved horn is worth taking over the flatworm, straight worm. Whipworm, that's the one.
That's right, yes. I have death touch, and I'm doing so little damage. It's a new era for me here.
I have Death's Touch. I'm doing a ton of damage, but it's because I'm guppy.
Yeah, and Magic Mush, Abaddon.
Yep, those two.
Those are helpful. My reroll has kind of squandered it here. Not that that's surprising.
Oh, and we're even gonna get Lump of Coal at the end. How nice. The courtesy to wait until the mom fight to give me Krampus.
Oh, you got to deal with the devil? I didn't take red heart damage and still didn't get a deal with the devil.
Oh.
Oh, it's okay. At least I got some speed here.
I think we're gonna make it out the other side of this just fine. Despite the awful damage I took for about 2 floors.
DAE, remember Josh. Yeah.
Yeah, we talked to him on Monday, actually.
We talked to him on Monday. He's doing alright.
I still remember him since then. I mean, it has been a while, but my memory's not that bad.
Cioppino is a seafood stew. Cioppino is also very delicious.
Sounds like a fancy wine or something.
It is, I believe, an Italian seafood stew. Now, that one I've had fairly frequently. If I'm at like a semi-fancy restaurant and they got cioppino on the menu, I'm like, yeah, give me that. And you know what? I'm still pissed when it comes with like a little too much fish in it. I'm like, give me some more mussels. Give me some more clams. But the cioppino's all about the broth anyway. The seafood is just, you know, that's just what's gonna keep you full. The broth is what really takes you to the next level.
Don't you worry about the displacement level when you're dealing with mussels, though? Because they're kind of bulky and big, and they'll just knock all the broth around.
I mean, it's still in the bowl. I'm not...
Yeah, but you could have so much more broth if not for these mussels taking up space.
Yeah, but then I would, like, need... Like, I still need something in there. I mean, they take up the same amount of space as anything else, right?
Well, if it's fish bits, you can eat all of that.
Right, okay, I guess I do understand that.
But the mussels are largely just stuff you throw away.
I'm not perturbed by having less broth to fit a few mussel and clam shells. That does not bother me.
I just feel like the value proposition should lean towards things you can completely eat instead of stuff that's mostly just packaging that you can
Why not just make the bowl out of like a big noodle then?
Oh, I'm a big fan of bread bowl soups actually. If
Really?
you could, well, not probably for seafood because I've rarely seen that, but bread bowl soups are great.
I've had some bread bowl chowders in my day. It's okay.
Yeah, creamy soups are the best for bread bowls.
I wouldn't disagree with that at all.
They should make like a bread bowl poutine.
Why don't they make the whole bowl out of the black box? That's pretty much where we've gone with this one. NL, tell us your stories while you eat your chicken nuggets. Yeah, chicken nuggets are like big on Twitter today, right? It's like there's some nomenclature disputes about what constitutes a wing, what constitutes a nugget. And to me, there's no debate. A chicken wing is made from the wing of a chicken, it like unprocessed. The only processing is like saucing and cooking. A chicken nugget is quite clearly it's made from processed chicken meat, breaded and then deep fried.
Yeah, I really didn't think there was any controversy.
There's no. It's the simplest. It's like, what's the difference between up and down? You know.
You go, hey, was this extruded?
Exactly.
Okay, answer. There, done.
What part of the chicken did the wing come from? That came from the wing. Oh, okay, I understand. What part did the nugget come from? Came from various parts of the chicken. This is
and also perhaps pork trimmings.
Potentially, yes, and some xanthan gum. Various other ingredients.
That's not even a value judgment. I still eat chicken nuggets. Just
no, I eat them all the time. I'm not concerned about that in the least.
There's also Guppy. Do I take Guppy's tail?
I mean, you have keys?
I could re-roll it again. Yeah. I've got 34 keys.
It's up to you.
I'm just gonna re-roll it. Hope for more damage. Yeah, Ghost Baby's fine.
You don't even need to go further, because people are saying, well, a nugget is also typically blah, or a chicken wing is also typically blah. This is all true, but at the base level, one comes from the wing and is a wing, the other is a processed food product. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's like, the discussion I don't understand.
Do you know the context of how this became under question? Because I don't understand.
Not really, it's just, Twitter, and then it goes out of control.
Controversy, right.
It was only like 3 years ago or 2 years ago we had the team wing or team bone in versus team boneless thing going on, so.
How can't we just be satisfied they both have a function?
It's again it's too clever for its own good right now. Is my thinking.
Some days I want one, some days I want the other.
What about drumsticks? This is very easy. The drumstick is the leg of the chicken.
Yeah, like, you don't even need a chart to be able to map the anatomical features of that chicken.
Yeah, this is not like a bacon ham, Canadian bacon, tenderloin situation. The drumstick is the leg of a chicken.
You can physically see the bone sticking out of
If you held up a picture of a chicken, you could find where the drumstick went very easily. Much more easily than...
if you've seen a chicken once in your life, you'd be able to figure it out.
Which is how I feel about the wing. A nugget is a little bit more difficult to place.
I'll even give you that a breast might be more ambiguous, although it shouldn't be based on the name.
True. I would respect that.
It's just sort of a large, wide chunk of meat.
What about the difference between a chicken tender, a chicken nugget, and a chicken strip, and a chicken finger? All right, now we're getting into some good stuff.
Now this is a good argument.
To me, a chicken tender or a chicken finger are the same thing, and they are oblong.
Tender and finger are the same thing. Do you think there might be levels of density or wideness that accompany this?
I do. I think they are like the width of a basic hot dog most of the time. Roughly around there, but they're more like, they're like a rectangular prism as opposed to a cylinder.
Finger would be rounder though, right?
I don't think so. For me, a finger and a tender are equitable. And then a strip is like...
the flattest.
Yes.
Tender's in the middle.
Strip is the flattest, and it's almost got like a different batter as well. It's got more crunch to it.
Maybe peppery as well.
Let me put it this way. If I got 5 chicken fingers, I would be probably not that full. But if I got 3 chicken strips, I would be like, that's acceptable.
I've actually had it where you can buy 3 chicken tenders, and they're the size of about 8 chicken fingers.
Wow, that is...
They were very large.
That's huge.
They were designed for dipping in, like, this vat of honey mustard sauce.
In a vat?
It was a very large plastic container, but it was large enough to accommodate, pretty big diameter.
And then a nugget is a more... almost square piece. It's not necessarily oblong.
I don't usually associate square at all. It's oval.
I wouldn't call them oval. But
they can be square-ish. They at least have rounded corners.
We all know what a chicken McNugget is. Like, that's what I'm thinking right now.
Some of those are rounder than others, though.
I would classify it more as a rectangle and an oval. Let's put it that way.
All right.
If I put a chicken McNugget and an egg on the top of the hill, I'd expect the egg to get down faster.
I would also expect the egg to get down faster. I just wanted to say that.
I can understand that.
Okay.
Where is NL getting his chicken-based food? They're all polygonal? I don't even understand. They're made of polygons?
Polygonal? Props for using the word that way at the very least. It was fun to hear.
It has caused me to have some food for thought.
Oh.
Which would be a great name for this section if it becomes recurring.
I think it has been recurring for like years.
That's very true.
Thank you, Super Dong Double Jam, for the 6 months in a row.
It's a great name.
I like your name, too. Solid. Polygonal.
It's taken 100 years to kill Mom's heart.
Oh, man, I'm past you then. I guess
This
that's
is
the Duffy
not
effect.
something that should be surprising.
Hey, I just said it based on the usual biases where you go fast. I wasn't thinking.
Given the Magic Mush,
Yeah.
Guppy, Abaddon, Ceremonial Robe situation.
Curved Horn.
Curved Horn, also a big one. You also still have the Pentagram.
Oh, Jesus Juice.
Well, I have that one. Wah! Mickey SFA. Thank you very much for the subscription. I do have the ability to fly, though, so that's like 1/10 of Guppy. If a boneless
like a third
chicken
of it.
wing comes without the sauce, is it a chicken wing or a chicken nugget? Well, if we're fabricating situations that a serial killer would order from a restaurant, excuse me, can I have a chicken wing with the bone removed, sauceless, please?
Give me the bones in a bucket next to my chair.
Put the bones in my car. I would still classify that as a chicken wing if it's not made of processed chicken. That's my take on it.
I kind of don't have anything to add to that, so sure.
That's my 2 cents.
Oh, money equals power. Nice.
That's also pretty good.
I have 46 cents. So that's not bad at all. And I just got the body as well.
A boneless wing is a nugget? That is not true. I would accept calling it some kind of godforsaken hybrid. For example, maybe a chicken winglet. I'll accept. I don't like when that word comes out of my mouth. But if I saw it on the menu at Applebee's, I'd be like, I know what a chicken winglet is.
If you had to force it into one of those categories, it would probably be closer to a tender.
I'd keep it in the wing category, man.
Yeah.
It is a wing.
Boneless wing, though. I mean, it could fall into the strip thing if it's cooked right. If it's flat enough.
It'd be a small strip, though. At that point, I'd maybe call it a chicken tenderlet? Or a chicken tenderling?
Oh, God. Tenderling? I hate that word.
Can I get a 3 chicken strip combo, and for my side, I'll take a 12-piece tenderling?
That's like the people that order the really silly coffees that have too many names.
I actually, most of the time, if I go to, let's say, Starbucks, I just get large iced coffee. But there's still some preparation involved. Yesterday, there was a huge lineup, and I said, you know what? Just give me a large coffee. The dude handed me a cup, and the cup was full of warm coffee, and I skipped the line. And I said, ah, ha ha, suckers. And I left, and I was where I needed to be 2 minutes earlier. Suck on that shit. Northernlion wins again. I'm not waiting in your stupid line.
I had a taste of my own medicine for a while because I've had the same thought about too complicated coffee names, and then I found myself ordering one day, and I had a little bit of a gestalt.
What'd you get?
I had it was an iced coffee with butter pecan flavoring.
Okay.
With decaf. So like all those things together, when you say them fast.
Okay.
Butter
It's hard,
pecan,
yeah.
iced coffee. Like I have to actually stop and think about it every time. And that's when you know you've gone too far. If you have to stop and think about your coffee order when you're saying it, you're probably making life too hard for everyone.
I feel like every time I go to Starbucks to get something for Kate and myself, they know. Like, I fit an archetype. I'm like, yeah, I'll take a large iced coffee and fucking green tea shaken passion lemonade, and they're just like, okay, you've said enough words that I can approximate this to something on our menu.
I'll just sort of reclassify this into a thing I can understand.
Exactly. You know, I'll give you all the clues, and you put it together in the adequate string to put it into the machine and make it.
How many pots have I smoked? Really? To order a butter pecan iced latte? That's that weird?
Butter pecan iced latte. It is like it is the Larry David quote from Curb Your Enthusiasm, where he's like, "Give me one of those like caramel mocha toca
Macchiato.
bullshits." Yeah.
If it has sort of an Italian-sounding thing to it, that usually makes it better.
Passion lemonade, aka the golden shower. I like that. I can understand that. Shouldn't have said I like that, but you get the idea.
You can like it if you want. I don't
Over
care.
2 words and you're done. Well, okay, over 2 words, but you have to keep the size in mind. The size should be exempt from that, because otherwise, you could never say anything but all have a size coffee. Or, I guess you could say latte or Americano. But what if you want a cafe latte? That's
overly reductive.
Cafe latte is a fairly standard order. I don't think we should be shaming the cafe latteers.
I can't pronounce pecan.
Is
that why everyone's upset at me?
We say pecan, we say pecan, and we say pecan over here.
Fucking hell.
We say it all.
I just don't care.
Yeah, man.
Do I know what you're talking about? Yes, done.
Oh, you mean pecan. Sorry, I didn't know what you were talking about. When you said pecan, I thought you were talking about some kind of mythical tree from the planet Zargos that I've read about in my studies. I didn't realize you were talking about the commonly known nut, frequently used in pie creation and also caffeinated beverages.
I feel like 80% of the time when Twitch chat gets angry about something, it's because they didn't have you pronounce a word the way they wanted.
That's pretty much it, man. Just wait till we play the Shovel Knight DLC where the main character is Plague Knight.
Oh, yeah.
I'm fucked.
You think he eats bagels?
I'm just gonna call him PK.
Alright. PK Fire.
PK Shovel Man.
I got to the end. I'm just, I could walk out at any point now.
Take your time, man, because I'm fighting Isaac right now, you know? I'm going to win. This run will end in a win.
I hope so.
It's gonna take a while, though.
I took Tech 2. I would advise against it.
Yeah, Tech 2 is, most of the time, not good.
I wanted to have the range, and then reality is it just kind of hampers everything.
Minus 33% damage, man.
It's too much.
That's a lot when you got a lot of damage. The more damage you have, the more it hurts.
Nobody has time for that shit.
You got the body.
I'm 24 and I don't like coffee. Am I weird? Of course not. Some people don't like... I didn't really drink coffee until I was about 20.
It depends on your question. If the question is intended to be, am I in the minority? The answer is probably yes. Are you weird?
Bad.
Are you in are you 2 standard deviations away from the norm? Probably not.
Do you like tea? Or you just don't like any caffeinated beverages? That's fine, too.
It's fine. No matter what, it's fine, man. As long as you're not, drinking the blood of, infants or anything like that, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I'm probably not into that either. Remember how every time you take Tech 2, I always go, ew, Tech 2. I dislike Tech 2 for a reason. Okay, I get the point.
Coffee gives me implosive diarrhea. What does that even mean?
I think it means your intestines, burn up magma inside.
You're, shitting inside of yourself at all times. You're already shitting inside of your own asshole all day.
You have sphincters inside there.
I'm shitting inside of my asshole right now.
Use sphincters out the ass.
I'm 22 and don't like coffee. How old am I? That's a good callback.
Water boy.
Got the Bobby Boucher
That's
lips.
a solution. Sad bombs are fun here. That's cool.
Man, one of these days, I'm gonna do some damage.
Oh, Holy Mantle.
You've been out too long in the midnight sea.
If you find yourself near death, let me know. I can tell you where Holy Mantle is.
I'm not gonna die. This death is not a problem here.
Just got the information you need.
I'm happy to hear this. One of these days, though. It took me like a minute and a half to kill triple dingle runes, so... It's a bit of a long shot. Not a long shot to win, but it's gonna be like a long shot. If you were filming this on a steady cam, it's gonna be a long-ass shot.
It'd be like the Hulk walking away.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be like the finale from episode 4 of True Detective Season 1.
What's True Detective?
It's a television program. I'm surprised you've not heard of it.
I've heard the name before, but I assumed there was a detective show in it. I just didn't know anything about it other than that.
True Detective Season 1 is some landmark television. It's fantastic.
Is that the American Sherlock?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay, good. I heard that was bad.
Robert Downey Jr. is the American Sherlock.
Really?
Are you talking about... What is it? Holmes, or what is it called? Not Mr. Holmes.
Lynn always tells me it's bad, though. I don't
the
know
one with
what it's
Lucy
called.
Liu.
I guess. I don't know anything about it.
You are no help at all, mister.
Sorry. American Sherlock. I don't know what more you need than that.
I am American Sherlock.
American Sherlock.
No.
Stay away from me. Yeah.
I like it. Elementary, that's what it's called. I knew it was like... Well, that's how, like, American television is named, right? Is, like, some kind of clever in-joke. Preferably...
Not that clever.
What about, like, Psych?
What about it?
The name is a clever in-joke.
Scrubs.
Exactly.
Clever. Oh, Zack, yeah.
Undeclared.
Zach Braff, actually. Not Zach Lee.
Fuck, marry, kill. Zach Braff, Zach Morris, and Zack Snyder.
I don't know who Zach Morris is.
When you wake up in the morning and your alarm clock's going and you're gonna make it on time. They got a hoo day a hey and then a ha da da hoo. You get to school just in time to see the bus fly by.
I think I'd kill him.
It's alright, cause you're Saved by the Bell. You don't know Zach Morris, Saved by the Bell.
Did he write the song or was he in it?
He's the main character of Saved by the Bell.
Oh. I watched a little of that show. I never knew their names, though, other than the Screech.
How would you not know Zach Morris's name?
I don't know. Do they say Zach a lot in the show?
Yeah, Zach.
Yeah, I'd probably kill him. I don't
What?
really know anything else that he's done.
All right. So who
Probably
are you
marry
gonna
Zach
fuck?
Braff.
Okay, that's the correct answer.
He's a gentle lover.
So you're gonna fuck Zack Snyder.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. I'm flipped. I'm a flipped version of you. There's no way I'm fucking Zack Snyder, because I think he'd be the kind of guy who is like, he gets like really intense about it and brooding and stuff like that. And I'm just here for a good time, not a long time, man. Like, we don't need to do all this slow-mo cum shots and stuff like that. And Zach Braff is out of the fuck category, because I think he'd be like too into it and he'd read way too much into it, right? He'd be like, we're in love now, we're gonna get married. All right, Zach Braff, I like you, but, you know, and then I'd marry Zach Braff, so maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm, you know, there's different strokes.
What is this argument?
Different strokes for different folks. And then I would kill Zack Snyder and have intercourse with Zach Morris, because he seems like just a casual, like, aloof guy. He wouldn't read too much into it. He'd just know that it's like a one-time thing, and he'd be like, cool, I know we're not gonna get married or anything. Thanks for not murdering me.
Alright. I don't understand that part where you argued in a circle, but other than that, I'm
Well,
with
no,
you.
it's like, if I'm gonna be fucking Zach Braff and marrying Zach Morris, I don't want Zach Braff to be calling me and being like, oh, when are we gonna get together? Because I'm gonna be like, dude, it was a one-time mistake, okay? But it's better if...
He always forgives, though.
And it's true, he is commonly forgiven.
I mean, if you just have, like, your stuffed dog in your living room, you could bond over that.
I don't remember, what's this one from?
Scrubs reference?
That's a Scrubs reference, okay.
They had their dog, him and Turk, and they would just sit and, like, pet him.
Oh, this is, I see, it was a taxidermy dog.
Yeah. What do you think? It's just a corpse of a dog laying there?
No, I thought it was a stuffed animal when you said stuffed dog. I think that's
Oh.
a fairly reasonable
Okay.
assumption. Nick, I apologize for the length of time this run is taking.
You never have to apologize, man. It's your show.
Love means never having to say you're sorry. Zach Braff, stop calling me! College was 11 years ago, man. Get over it.
I think he's gonna be in college for the rest of his life. He's the Van Wilder of Scrubs characters.
That's true. Zack Braff he is the Van Wilder of Scrubs characters. Wah! Cole Powell, thank you very much for the subscription. Are you former U.S. Secretary of State Colin Powell? If so, I had a suspicion you were a big fan. If you are, but you don't want to say, just send me a signal. Do an airstrike on Calgary, and I'll watch the news
on
tonight.
Calgary, why them?
Flames have a good team this year.
Oh.
Really, favorites to maybe come second in the division.
I mean, you could just do a targeted drone strike then. You wouldn't need to take out all of Calgary.
That's incidental.
It's collateral damage for your own satisfaction is what that is.
Superfast King Jellyfish, thank you for the subscription as well.
So fast.
And hell, Nick has never watched Saved by the Bell. How old is he? Given Nick's age, I would have thought that he would have at least been familiar with Saved by the Bell at the time of its release.
No, I never needed to watch that.
No one has ever needed to watch Saved by the Bell.
I think I was still... What year was that? So like 96, 7?
No way, man!
I don't know when it came out,
Saved by the Bell's like 92.
Yeah, I was still watching cartoons. I didn't really sympathize with those characters then. They were actually older than me.
Yes, of course.
It's not until
you don't watch shows of people that are younger than you. You watch shows of people who are like 5 to 10 years older than you to get a feel for how life's going to be like in the future. It's not like when you're watching Friends and you're like, oh, I can't. These people are older than me. I don't understand this show.
I mean, honestly, I think you have a point, because watching Friends when you're about as old as them is fucking weird.
Yeah, that's true. You'd be like, you'd never be able to afford this place. Are you kidding me? This is
It
Manhattan.
doesn't add up.
This is Manhattan, and you're a sous chef. Rachel's.
I feel like most of them are unemployed, like 80% of the show.
Yeah, Rachel's like this is what the American economy was like in the late 90s, man. Rachel went from being a barista to like an ad executive at a Fortune 500 company. It's just like a lateral move.
Everybody who's ever been in a TV show that took place in New York City has been an ad executive.
No, that's not true. Ted Mosby is an architect.
Oh, okay. Well, they all have extremely high-paying jobs. There's a reason for that. New York City's fucking expensive.
Yeah, man.
You're not gonna get by being a barista unless you're stripping on the side.
Ooh, they didn't talk about that.
Not that that's a judgment either. You're more than welcome. Just saying, it's fucking expensive. Thank you. Now that's what I call a cash cab for the 3 months in a row.
Still,
egg, and eggy.
Still going on this run.
Oh man, ceremonial robes in the mark. If only I could use this run. Oh, taking me back to the devil again. Okay, goodbye. One day I'll beat the Lost boss rush.
I watched that too, and in the first few episodes, they imply that Ross and Chandler, who are very wealthy apparently, pay for everything. Ross is a freaking paleontologist. He's like an assistant professor at NYU or something like that. I'm not saying he's poor, but I don't know if he's making support 5 people in Manhattan money.
He's probably just barely getting by himself. Maybe he's a little bit better than average. That's not 5 people money. No fucking way.
What does Phoebe even do?
She's got the acoustic guitar and she plays open mic.
That's it?
Masseuse, right? She has a...
Oh, right, she did become a
massage
masseuse.
business.
Okay.
Fruity Rudy, I'm sorry if I missed your sub. I will shout you out right now. Let's get a round of T-Tours for Fruity Rudy.
Rachel's father was loaded. Okay, that one's true. They solved that problem.
Joey was an actor. Yeah, but he never had work, man.
His most famous role was like a small bit part in a sitcom. Or not a sitcom, a soap opera.
Right.
He was Dr. Drake Ramore.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of weird contortions in chat trying to justify how this was a logical arrangement.
You have to suspend your disbelief. I'm not saying Friends is a bad show.
Sure, and neither am I. It's just, you have to accept that
financially implausible.
Yeah. And that's okay. You just can end on that.
All right, I have finished my run.
Cool.
Oh, it was so painful.
Sorry to hear that.
Chandler paid for everything for Joey? This is nonsense, man.
He's Dr. Drake.
They probably
What'd he
fucked
say?
when the cameras were off. Anyway.
They all fucked each other.
Maybe they made money for being in a wildly successful sitcom. I like that.
What, Seinfeld?
No, that like they're in Friends, but Friends is a mockumentary or something.
Yeah.
But we never see them
It's
talking
2
to the
layers
camera.
deep. That would be such a great meta revelation, actually.
That would be good. Anyway, we're gonna play some. Hello.
I've been calling you for like 10 minutes.
Oh, what's up, girl? Oh my god. That was dramatic.
I don't know what's happening right now.
Yeah, me neither. We'll be back to play some Shovel Knight in 3 minutes. Don't go anywhere, chat.
Or if you do, come back at least.
And you too, Nick. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, no, I'll be here. I gotta read out these donations anyway.
All right.
You know, get some water?
I'm gonna run some ads and get some water.
Good luck. On the running ads part. It doesn't usually work. It went back to not working a lot of the time for me. I hope they sort that out again. Oh my goodness, there's like a whole bunch of donations here.
Give it a shot.
Azure Flux, thank you for the $6.90. Thinking out loud, I could be broke and keep $1 million smile. Lol to the bank, checking my account. Bank teller flirting after checking my account. Just kidding, I love Nick. I think I missed the reference there, but I appreciate the donation. Thank you to Lomi for the $5.69. Yo, neato stream going on here. Love your work. Keep doing you. Also, just a tip, the 3 pip room rerolls consumables can roll shop consumable into 3 to 5 cent shop item. Oh, that's actually a good tip. Thank you, Lomi. Thank you, Space Whales on Ice for the $5 donation. Good luck. I'm playing the Lost right now, trying to get to the Dark Room. 2020 and Catface so far, so wish me luck. I've never heard it called Catface, actually. You know, it's a cat piece. I like the cat face. Don't get me wrong. Thank you for the donation. Thank you also to Video Game Cookie for the $1. So Nick and NL, how about that Afterbirth excited? Of course. It's the most excited I'm going to be this fall, I'm pretty sure. I'm going on a trip to Ireland for a couple weeks, and when I come back, I'll be just in time to catch Afterbirth, and then I'll be playing it incessantly. Thank you to Bazaldo for the $10 donation. What's your favorite flavor of coffee bean? Not that I really know, actually. I'm not really very articulate when it comes to my coffee vocabulary, so maybe I'll have to look into this. And Space Whales on Ice donated another $10. Says, my first donation today, I mentioned going for the Dark Room with the Lost. I won while listening to the NLSS. I'm literally shaking right now. Oh, I know that feeling. Congrats! That's freaking awesome, and thank you again. Bergie97, this is the last one. $5.69. Love you guys and the NLSS food conversations. Put this toward hiring Gordon Ramsay for an NLSS to solve all food questions. Oh my god. Can you imagine we had him on? That would be ridiculous. He'd call us donkeys the whole time, and I'd love every second of it. Gordon Ramsay's such a cool fucking guy. It's really like anybody that's that passionate about what they do and is that good at their job, like you have to at least be a little inspired by them. I don't really have any background in cooking or anything, but he makes me want to care more about the whole thing. And he also does like about 10,000 TV shows. I have no idea how he has time for that many TV shows. Who's gonna fill in for Nick? Not sure. I'm sure Ryan will set something up. Pretty resourceful like that. This is exciting. I'm gonna play some new Shovel Knight content. I have not touched this game in a while. Gordon Ramsay was a professional footballer first. Yeah, I actually knew that. I forgot. Well, also, it didn't really bear mentioning. Wow, this is really loud for being at like 10 volume. Shovel Knight, you're one of those games that like times 2's the decibel level here. There we go. I've never seen old Shovel Knight content. I had a series of it on my channel if you want to watch me play it. That's up to you. What is Bear Tap talking about? Oh, hi!
Hello.
How's it going?
It's good. Kate's a little under the weather.
Oh. Sorry to hear that.
Let's play some Shovel Knights. So as I understand it, this is just, I say just, but it's like the same game with a new character that like changes the way the game is played.
Right. You play as Plague Knight, I think.
Yes, I believe this is correct.
I'm gonna hope that you just start a new game and then we get an option somewhere in there.
Let me open Shovel Knight here. Steam is where the game is. And then
Doesn't
it's
look
called
like it.
Shovel Knight. Introducing Shovel Knight.
Feats? No, it must be in there somewhere. Alright, I'm just gonna keep going. I made a file and it didn't ask me, do I want to play as Shovel Knight, so I didn't know what to do with that.
Unlocked. Plague of Shadows.
Confirm this profile.
Select
yes.
challenge mode to begin. No, because it can't
Wait,
be.
how did you get to that?
No, wait. It said I opened it up and it was like Shovel Knight Plague of Shadows. Do you have this?
It didn't ask me that, actually.
No, but like under the title Shovel Knight, does it say Plague of Shadows?
No.
Okay, you should re-download the game.
Okay. It'll only take a second.
And I will find it for you. Choose a character. Shovel Knight, Plague Knight. I will wait for you at this dope-ass title screen. Because the music is good. Press release. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger 4 is now out for Steam.
You unlock it by having a completed Shovel Knight file. I have that, actually.
I hope so. I hope so, mister. Otherwise, this is going to be an interesting segment.
But I don't think it downloaded because it didn't say it under the title screen.
Is it, are you re-downloading it?
I'm in the process, yeah. Shovel Knight. It's like 200 megs, so it's just taking like
pretty small.
less than a minute. Remember when 200 megs was like, that would take you the whole night?
I do, yeah. I remember when the Diablo 2 demo was 600 megabytes, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta like make room in my C drive for this. It might not be the demo, sorry. That might be like the actual game.
It was worth it though. You're glad you did it.
Yeah, man, Diablo 2. Stay a while and listen.
It's a fairly decent game.
Good day to you, partner. I'm Geed. I can already tell I'll be your best friend in this godforsaken camp. You've got quite the treasure there in that Horadra cube.
Yeah, I re-downloaded it. Nothing changed.
All right. Apparently there is a code you can put in.
I don't need that.
You should Google it.
Also, where is my winning file? Because I don't see it here anymore.
Did you hide the file in your Steam folder?
No.
Are you sure?
That must be why, then, because it just doesn't have my file anymore. I definitely beat the game, though, because, like, I have a series that I recorded of it.
I don't buy it.
Alright. So here it is. Plague Knight secret code. Title screen, hold attack, press up, down, up, right, down, left, left. There we go.
It worked?
Yep.
Lovely. Okay, let's start up a game here. I'll be number 6. I'm gonna play as Plague Knight. And I'm gonna call him Pete K. Because that's the only thing that makes sense to me. Choose this profile, yes. Did you steal the Shovel Knight DLC? There is no, it's a free update. Long
Why did it
ago.
tell me to go to challenge mode?
No, that's not necessary.
Yeah, it said that, though.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. Long ago, the lands were untamed, but villainy ran rampant, and in time, even the most stalwart heroes fell. In the absence of champions, the Enchantress and her Order of No Quarter swept into power. I remember this.
Yeah, beat the shit out of those guys.
Yeah, this is not even that bad. Unbeknownst to everyone, the maniacal alchemist Plague Knight had plans of his own.
It's got like a pear.
He sought nothing less than to concoct a potion of unlimited power. This is very sensible if you want to, rule the world.
I hope we get to play as that badass Scythe Knight at some point, too.
A draft so fiendishly potent that nothing he desired would be out of his reach. They're mixing up some potions here with Oni. Each knight unknowingly guards a crucial ingredient. Now the collection must begin. Oh, I see. I understand the conceit now.
Let's get volatile. Cool.
All right, I have begun.
Yeah, me too.
All right. All right. Have you figured out how to throw this stuff?
Yeah, it's just X. The trick, though, is, like, bouncing off of it, I guess.
You can bomb jump. Is this correct?
That's what they showed me, but I'm trying to do it, and I'm having a bit of trouble. Have you gotten it to work?
No.
I can't get over this freaking hill.
Okay, what have you, oh, okay, maybe like that. Hold the button.
Right.
Okay, the button is held.
Yeah,
Hey! That's
holding
just...
it does the job.
That solves the problem completely right there. Oh, okay, I understand now. Oh, this opens up all sorts of interesting stuff here, doesn't it?
Little, like, green coins, too, Mario style.
Man, I wonder what happens if you get all those.
Maybe an extra life or something.
Oh, this is a little confusing
Oh.
at first.
I just tried to jump on the back of something. That's not a thing I can do anymore.
That's not Shovel Knight.
No.
Whoa, that's actually pretty cool.
You just got over that pit, huh?
Yeah, I got over Big Pit. That is neat. I'll allow it.
You hear that, Yacht Club Games? They will allow this DLC to exist.
So far, I'm for it. What a novel way to play one of everybody's favorite games from 2014.
You better break all the checkpoints.
Oh, there's no way I'm gonna use a checkpoint. The only one I'll use the tutorial ones because they don't give you any extra points.
You might break them by accident, actually.
You know there's a double jump as well.
Double jump. Yeah, I knew that.
Going buck wild on these fuckboys. Yeah. Okay.
I'm a little overzealous with the jumps. I'm, like, over-jumping things a lot.
Well, you got, like, huge mobility, man. This is awesome.
Fuck. I landed on spikes already.
Does that kill you instantly? Mega Man
it does.
style.
Controls
Oh, don't
are a
say,
lot
of course,
harder
in
this.
20XX it doesn't, actually.
What?
It takes off one of your life pips.
That's a complete betrayal of the Mega Man ethos.
It is sacrilege, I'll admit.
Yeah, itch.
Okay. World's greatest. Plague Knight speedrun incoming. More health tonics.
Run things. You should do that more.
I'm not really like a speedrunning kind of guy.
Never too late.
No, you're misrepresenting my non-doing it as unfulfilled desire.
You might decide, though, at one point.
That's definitely true, and I could still do so upon deciding. The door is never closed.
You should start now so you know how much you like it.
No, it's not necessary. You know, there's lots of things I should do now. Oh, I should eat less red meat. You know, probably not play video games all day. I'm aware of that's the secret. You know, the things that you can do to help yourself are no secret. It's really it's the doing it that you gotta choose.
Yeah, I always choose doing it when I have the option.
If it feels good, do it.
What would you gain by not playing video games all day? You'd lose out on your living. That would be an awful idea.
You know, I might gain like an extra 5 or 10 years of, human existence.
Yeah, but ultimately, if you don't really live, would you really care?
Sorry. All right, do you mean to say, is that truly living?
Yeah.
Okay. I understand where you're coming from now.
Thank you for making that better and more palatable.
Yeah, it's like... It takes a little getting used to.
It doesn't really make me want to do the platforming segments as much.
I kind of
like
want to do them more.
I'm out of control.
I want to do a run where I, like, never touch the ground.
I mean, that's life.
Red meat increases testosterone. Yo, I have the hairiest palms I've ever seen on an adult male. I don't need any more testosterone. It's already... The testosterone part has been accomplished.
You always have more.
I don't want any more, man.
Think about all the people that have too few testosterones for their own good.
Oh, whoops, you can't jump on those. Did you know that the amounts of free testosterone circulating in the body, the higher that is, there's a correlation with cancer.
What?
For real.
Having too much testosterone gives you cancer?
No, that's not what I said. That's That's the CNN way of interpreting what I said, but
Well, I don't think I understood what you said then.
yeah, there's a correlation is what I'm saying.
All right, so what is the link in that correlation that makes that correlation viable?
Data. Samples. Like, I don't know what you're
All right,
asking.
good answer.
What are you asking here?
If you were to make a headline, what would be the logical way to phrase that instead of what I said?
There is a correlation between amount of testosterone and incidence of
Right.
cancers.
And how do we now panic? What is the
No,
change
you don't.
that
That's where it stops. Then you let the you've given the public the adequate, accurate information, and now they can make their own decision.
What are we panicking about?
There's at my news station, we never panic. If you ever see a news story on my station that says panic, we are fucked. Everybody start panicking. Things are fucked up.
You wouldn't have time. You'd be panicking at the time.
That's true. I probably would not even make a broadcast. I'd have
Jack, I'm down. I'm fucking with him.
I'd have all sorts of other things to concern myself with.
Chad's so salty.
Nick, your scientific ignorance is holding society back.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, I didn't want to do that. Okay, get close to me, you dragon fuckboy.
I still feel bad killing them. They're so cute.
What have I done? Oh, Lord. Black powder. Sure.
Canadian news sounds wonderful. I don't know if that's ironic or actually for real, because there's less panic. Probably for real.
Oh, jeez, the flippin' dragon, man.
Just shoot it.
He's ruining my life.
Like, you could just stay in the air nearly forever. Just keep shooting the dragon. No big deal.
Well, it is a big deal if the buttons, if the bubbles hit you.
Don't let them hit you.
That's where we're at. Yeah, you're not solving any of my problems.
That's the trick, though, is you don't let them hit you.
This is not problem solving.
It's working for me.
No, this is the real trick of like being an engineer is just doing the math right.
Yeah, don't get hit.
You know what? Fuck you, Dragon Man. See you in hell. There we go.
You
That's
didn't do anything to deserve that kind of treatment.
well. No, I left him alone. Unlike some people,
Oh, okay.
easier to be a pacifist this way. Canadian media has lots of panicking. A lot of Canadian media is just as bad as American media that I've seen. You know, panic sells, man.
The same way that I don't know correlation and causation is the reason that Ryan's saying he doesn't understand about the not getting hit thing. It's what he says to me and Isaac. It's tit for tat. We're having fun, guys.
It's a conversational banter. What the heck? I've broken the ground.
Can I just throw up? That would be easier.
Listen to me, Magicist. I know you're aiding him in his quest for the ultimate potion. Hmm? Ah, alchemical trickery. I see.
Ooh, an apple.
Use any of these like health tokens or special bombs yet?
Oh, it has special bombs? I didn't realize.
I don't fully understand how to use them yet. I'm sure it'll come in later.
God. How do I kill this beetle in the middle of this platform
Oh,
here?
just don't get hit. You can stay in the air forever.
Well, that's when I had ground under me to hit stuff against, but you're
Oh,
right.
yeah, I can stay in the air forever as long as I have ground under me.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm invisible as long as nobody's looking.
He can't throw up, he can only throw down. Wait, that's quantum superposition, isn't it?
No.
I'm only invisible if no one's looking.
I don't think that is quantum superposition.
I think it is. Correlation does not imply quantum superposition.
That is also definitely valid.
Can't make this jump.
Oh, no weapons
I
allowed.
understand how to make the jump.
Nick,
Yeah?
they changed the music.
Why?
We already had this conversation, pal. You're not supposed to be here. Get lost before I lose my patience. Halt, maybe you didn't hear. I can't go to the town. What about this guy, though? What's up, dog? Hey, Plague Knight, I'm still guarding your secret entrance, but I lost the key. The locksmith should be here in a week or two. Maybe you could wait until then? What?
You should always guard your secret entrance. How the hell do I kill this beetle? First.
You think I need a secret entrance, you piece of shit? I just blew up my own house. I don't care. Well,
Arcana.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's sweet. When you go to town as Plague Knight, there's you can see Shovel Knight walking around up top.
That figures. Blow him up.
He. Mona, we have a big problem on our hands. We've been found out. Oh, the Black Knight thing? Yeah, the Magistes filled me in. Don't worry. Your beak, that fool has nothing on us. Look, all we need to worry about is the final ingredients. We're stuck languishing here in obscurity until then. Yes, the essences. I shall pay our friends a little visit and borrow them. Right, and while you're doing that, I'll keep researching ways to get more bang for our buck. It really insinuating that these guys are having sexual intercourse. There is just no two bones about it. Children will not pick up on this, but the adults know. Know what they say.
That's kind of the veil, right? Like, we all bang secretly.
Know what they say. The bigger the explosion, the better the alchemist.
Yeah, I guess so.
Nick, the bigger the explosion, the better the alchemist.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Size doesn't matter, though. It's how you use it.
Welcome back to the Potionarium. So what are we working on? Research. Okay, I have a bunch of new toys designed, but we still have to build them. We need 40 cipher coins. Okay, I don't have enough coins. I only got 25. Nick, you should get green coins. Shop.
Now I've got to get past that beetle again now.
You're still on the beetle.
Well, I got past it, but then I died.
Sure, let's get some lob
Fucking
casing.
hell. Could you just have given me a triple jump instead of this? Alright, I'll figure it out.
King Knight, let's do this. Okay. I gotta try, wait a minute, this is what I need to do. Okay, bomb casing, black powder, standard fuse, bounce casing, bounces along the ground, gear, count your original armor, cipher coins. I'm confused. I've confused myself.
No!
Ow.
He has no air control is the problem. Once you get in over the platform, if you don't have the right positioning, you can't fall on top of where the beetle is and you just die.
You gotta hit that beetle in the air, man.
Oh, I know.
You gotta hit that beetle.
Seem pretty bad at that, though.
Okay, we can do this. Well, surprisingly hard to make that. So cipher coins are the green coins? Come on. I may be an idiot, but you think I don't know that?
I could tell they were special the second I saw them.
Yeah, I've played, video games before. This ain't my first rodeo. Just because I didn't get them all doesn't mean I didn't appreciate them for what they were. Click on the bounce casing. Okay, bounce casing. I have clicked on it. Oh, I can switch it to lob casing. I understand now. People have told me lob casing is worse, but we'll find that out ourselves. We'll do some exploration. Did he just say rodeo? Whoa, is Michael Caine here, or is that... Are you just happy to see me?
Implying Michael Caine gives you erections?
Hey.
No, he only takes them.
I'll only take them. I made a promise to Master Wayne that I'd take care of his erection. I've broken that promise.
He's broken his erection.
I've broken that penis. Doesn't work. Michael Caine doesn't seem like the kind of guy who says penis. I think he says cock.
Yeah, absolutely. He says
Get
cock.
your cock out of here! Remove
says
your
a lot.
penis. That doesn't
No,
work.
nope.
See? It doesn't roll off the tongue at all.
The cock does not roll off the tongue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what? I think bounce casing may indeed be better than lob casing. But lob casing does indeed solve the problem Nick had of not being able to shoot up